Before Ally McBeal, The Practice, and Boston Legal, and before Law & Order became a franchise, there was John Grisham. As an international best-selling author of the 1990s, Grisham perfected the art of the modern legal thriller in a breathtaking series of books from A Time to Kill and The Firm to The Innocent Man and The Associate. He has written 23 books, all of which are available in print, audio, and now digital formats. More than 250 million copies have been sold worldwide, and his works have been translated into 29 languages. 9 of his books have been made into movies. Grisham's heroes have been portrayed by no less than Tom Cruise, Julia Roberts, Susan Sarandon, Matthew McConaughey, Chris O'Donnell, John Cusack, and Matt Damon. I doubt any other author could match that list. John's passionate commitment to social justice plays out in his fiction. One reviewer noted that no other writer is quite so keen-eyed or as fierce a social critic. He's an idealist, but not an optimist, a moralist, but not a moralizer. His heroes are often young lawyers facing off against powerful and corrupt enemies. In their quest for justice, they triumph by abandoning the rules and exhibiting what one observer called moral pluck. Grisham has plenty of moral pluck himself, devoting considerable time to charitable causes. He serves on the board of the Innocence Project, a litigation and public policy organization dedicated to exonerating the wrongfully convicted. After Hurricane Katrina, he established the Rebuild the Coast Fund, raising $8.8 million for hurricane relief projects. For those of you who are still worrying about your career choices, you might be reassured to hear that John Grisham had 2 careers before finding his calling as a writer. First as an attorney, and second as a member of the Mississippi House of Representatives. And he did not major in English. Instead, he holds a Bachelor of Science in Accounting from Mississippi State University and a Juris Doctor from the University of Mississippi Law School. And though I do not list it on my personal CV, I'm very proud of the fact that on page 147 in The Associate, there's a Dr. Thorpe. Thank you, John. And it's not in his official bio, but I have it on great authority that he is also a passionate follower of Carolina basketball. Please welcome Carolina's great friend, John Grisham.
Thank you, Holden Thorpe. Thanks to you and the university, to the Board of Trustees, the faculty, and the graduates for the invitation to be here. I'm honored to address the class of 2010. To the graduates, congratulations upon this day. Your hard work and perseverance have brought you to this milestone, and you are to be commended. Your families and friends are here, and they are very proud. Make this day last as long as possible. Take lots of pictures, give lots of smiles and hugs. Savor it. It is truly unique. I have been here before. 2 years ago, I was sitting out there as a proud parent watching my daughter graduate from UNC. That day was not quite as pretty as today. The weather looked bad. The forecast was dreadful. The skies were dark and threatening. It looked bad. At the last moment, the decision was made to keep the festivities here and not move them indoors. And just as the graduates were about to march in, a tropical depression settled on Chapel Hill, and the bottom fell out. The rain began, driving, howling, cold wind, with no end in sight. James Measer was the chancellor then. Most of the crowd scattered. We were soaked. It was awful. It was wonderful. James Measer, who was also soaking wet, finally decided to just dispense with all formalities With one wave of the hand, sort of like Moses, he converted 5,000 degrees. And we got out of here. It was a very short commencement. There were no speeches. Maybe it wasn't all bad. I don't know. With that day in mind,